These out of my bag because I've got the Cooper Street individual bakes in my bag for work. I carry them with me all the time. I always have them in my pantry, and I actually have one that I could have showed you as a sample, but that's okay because we're going to get to see them with our guests. These are the 30 individual wrapped granola cookie bakes, and we're offering them at $36.40. Again, another great smart swap if you want something for on the go, something that will stop you from maybe stopping at the fast food restaurant, or something that you can tuck into the lunch box for the kids. This is a great opportunity. What we've got is 30 in the blueberry pomegranate. You can get all 30 in the chocolate cherry, or you can get all 30 in the oatmeal cranberry. Or my favorite is the combo, because honestly, I love all three flavors, and this gives me some variety. If I'm eating a plain yogurt and I want a little extra flavor, I might crumble up a blueberry in there, or pick the cherry the next day. They're absolutely delicious. Great backstory too, created by a mother who worked with her sons to create a really easy to grab and go full bake of kind of a cookie alternative. Marie Louise Ludwig is one of our foodie friends who is here to tell us all about it. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. And
Great.
there is huge excitement in the air at the farmhouse here today, Jane. And you know why? Because the last time you and I were on with these together, I told you that my husband, who's really persnickety, loves these. So how would you like, I'm going to show you up close right here, a granola bar that eats like a cookie. So you get the satisfaction of all the crunch of things that are in a granola bar with the soft and the chewy of a cookie in these. We're going to Michigan because these are made by Elaine, Max, and Sam in Michigan. You love a good family story, a woman-owned business on here, but check this out. So granola meets cookie. How do we do it? We start with whole grain rolled oats, and then we add in each granola bake its own unique ancient grain blend. So you've got buckwheat, you've got golden flaxseed, you've got chia seeds, you've got quinoa in here, and look how soft this is. And in this one, this happens to be the cranberry. You have got, and we're going back to Michigan, love when companies, local businesses, my husband will get that later.
I was going to say, don't waste a drop.
And drops not be wasted in here, but going to Michigan, I love how they use Michigan sourced fruit. So in this case, we've got whole plump cranberries. And in this one also, you have got creamy white, dairy-free chip. Wow. So good and so loaded, about 110 calories a piece, all individually wrapped. And I love all the flavors. So you want to go through the other two as well?
I would love to, and encourage you again to pick these up with the auto delivery, and that way you're set to have them delivered every 60 days for 1 year. All right, so blueberry pomegranate.
Oh, love this one. So 100% whole grain rolled oat, chia seed, golden flaxseed, buckwheat. So you've got those really good ancient grains in this, which makes these a great source of whole grain. Whole plump Michigan blueberries, fresh pomegranate juice, and in these as well, you have those delicious, creamy, dairy-free white chocolate chip.
300 remaining in the blueberry pomegranate, and all I can tell you is you get
Really
that
delicious.
wonderful kind of earthy texture of the whole grain oats and all of the seeds and the wonderful ancient grains. But then you'll get little pops of the blueberry and little pops of that delicious white chocolate. It really makes it just an absolutely delicious experience. Very satiating and not too sweet, which is important as well. All right, so next up we'll go to the chocolate cherry.
Chocolate cherry. This one's also going to have a little touch of cinnamon and honey in it. Let me pull mine up here. Look at this. Can you see these big pieces of cherry that are in this one? Look at that. They do not skimp on these delicious, fresh, plump cherries in here. So whole grain oats, you've got quinoa on this one, and buckwheat. You have got the big, plump Michigan cherries. Then you've got semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you also have white chocolate in here. And look. So the crunch of those whole grain oats, eating like a granola bar, but also soft, just like a cookie in here. Look if I can moosh these together. Look at that.
I
Oh my gosh.
can crumble
Jane,
that
I
up
love you
on
so
top
much.
of the yogurt, and I mean they're so
Yes.
good, and that one does
Yeah.
have a richness. The chocolate really does come through. So if you love the idea of the chocolate cherry, then please ask about that. Like I said, 400 of those available, and then the oatmeal cranberry.
Cranberry. And we kind of went through that one in the beginning.
Yeah.
So this is going to have the whole grain oats and the buckwheat and the golden flax seeds in there, and then those plump Michigan cranberries. But something a little extra in here. These also have roasted pumpkin seeds. You can kind of see them right there in the middle. I got to learn how to follow the camera with my finger. But loaded with the roasted pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are hot right now.
Yeah,
Pumpkin
they're
seeds have
good.
got a lot of really
I
good
love
stuff
pepitas.
in
I put them
there.
in my salad. I love the texture
Yeah,
of them. I
pepitas are
mean,
great.
they have a nice, kind of texture that adds to the chew. And it's a granola bar that you don't have to use your side teeth to break into. That's the other
You
thing.
don't.
It's not hard. If you've got like hungry, like, ravenous children that get off the bus at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and they
Here's what I like
need
to do
a
with my
little
cake.
something before they start studying and doing homework, this is going to be the snack. Or if you want to
It
make sure
is.
those same kids head out with something good, they don't have time because most of them are getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. They don't have time for a full breakfast. This can be a great way to start off their day. So it really is a smart swap. It's a fabulous little snack, around 110 calories per bar. And they're
Yes.
absolutely delicious throughout the day. So, 30 gives you one per day. If you've got multiple people eating these in your home, then that's not going to be enough to last a month. That's why we've got auto delivery. I would encourage you to get auto delivery and then go ahead and pick up that extra order of the one-time delivery, and that way you're set so you don't feel like, oh my gosh, at the end of 2 weeks I've run out of them and now what do I do? So go ahead and get the auto delivery. You'll have them coming in on a regular, but then if you want to pick up that extra one, feel free. And at just a little over a dollar, about a dollar, $1.20 or so per bar. It's
Per
a good
bar,
value. Yeah.
And something extra special about these, this family started out with their twice baked cookies, which our QVC family also loves. They're like little mini biscottis, twice baked on there. They're really thoughtful about everything from procuring all the ingredients they pick to why they pick them to be able to make a delicious, satisfying bar. If you look at the texture of these, here's another part of the story. While a lot of companies will over blend all these things in a big blender, come together, these are carefully mixed and then they're rolled out and then they are wire cut individually. So no two cookies look the same. This is not like a cookie cutout kind of thing, which leaves the texture on here. So you can see close up those whole grain rolled oats. You can see all of the fruits that are loaded in there. You can see the dark chocolate chips. You can see the white chocolate chip. You can see those roasted pumpkin seeds, but you can really taste it. There are layers and layers of flavor in here. For 110 calories, let me show you all of these come together. This is what it looks like. So when you get it home, you know what I also love about this company, Jane? Let me pull back a little bit. They're not using fancy schmancy boxes to mail these out to our QVC family. So they're really thinking about, we don't really need a fancy schmancy box. You're going to get these in a plain brown box.
Yeah,
But
I'm
look,
looking at the
all
close-up.
individually wrapped.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're talking
hungry,
and I
aren't
see
you?
those and I'm looking at that close-up and I'm thinking about that one that's sitting in my room, in my bag that I would love to be gnawing on right now. But it'll wait. It's okay. It gives me something to look forward to after the end of my 3 hours, Marie Louise, that I can eat that on my way home. But that's exactly how I use those bars is, so often when I get off the air, I am ravenous. Even if I had lunch, which I did before I go on air, you just using up the energy makes you want something to eat. And what it does, it stops me from making that turn into that drive-through and making the wrong choice. So it's enough to get me through while I'm going home and then putting together my dinner or lunch or whatever it may be. And the good thing about it is they taste good. Ancient grains blended with the freshest ingredients, made and not overmixed, just like biscuits. If you're making biscuits, you don't want to work that dough too much because we want the air in there. We want to keep that, the chunkiness of the whole grains chunky. So you don't overblend it. You just put it together enough to hold it together, and they are so good. So once again, M90244 from Cooper Street, 30 individual wrapped granola cookie bars for $36.40. You're looking at oatmeal cranberry, fewer than 300 available. We have blueberry pomegranate, fewer than 300 available. We have the chocolate cherry, about 400 of those. And then the combo has been the most popular. You're going to get 10 of each one of the flavors. $36.40. And then don't forget, you can choose your flavors or get that combo on auto delivery for a shipment every 60 days for 1 full year. Free standard shipping and handling is available to you as well. Marie Louise, thanks for letting us get into the kitchen. Now, where's your hubby? Is he ready to jump into that tray?
Yeah, he's like, can you break a few more for me? He's gonna have that tray gone, but I love that.
Yeah, no waste, right? We love it. Well, thank you so much for spending a little time with us.
See you in studio.
Okay.